Hey, what's up? It's Nerve. So, had an interesting match last night, or interesting time playing Black Ops 3 last night, because normally when I get on, I'm fully 100% expecting complete AIDS lobbies, because that's pretty much what it is now, and I know a lot of my friends and people I used to run with have stopped playing this game completely because of the same reasons that I'm frustrated daily by it. But aside from one guy in this lobby who I played against him in the previous match, and I think he stuck around for the next one as well, but he kept saying that I was using aim assist. And obviously I'm not, and I'm probably going to post a video of me trying to use, I think it was this guy, sniping, which that's a good sniper shot. I'm probably going to post a video of me trying to use a controller to show how bad I am with them, because it's not good. But basically, this lobby, there was hardly any aids in it whatsoever. There were no melee weapons, really, that I could see. There weren't a bunch of shotguns and tripwire mines and, you know, all the super annoying stuff that I keep raging about lately. I didn't really see much of that. And for whatever reason, also, I was playing a lot better than I have for a few weeks now. I don't know, like, it seems like, I don't know if it's a problem with my MS, but I know my hand-eye coordination and reflexes seem to have been getting a little bit worse recently, and on top of that, the game has seemed a little bit more laggy for me, and I'm not sure why. I think maybe it's just code after they've added and removed and whatever, tweaked so many things with the game. It's just, I don't know, it runs weird for me. But yeah, you know, it's kind of bad when after these matches were over, after the daily was completed, because I did complete the daily challenge as well. I felt the urge to thank the lobby for not being a bunch of assholes. Which, you know, it's cool, man. I miss it. I miss there being lobbies of people just playing Call of Duty like it's Call of Duty, using real guns and stuff. So, with that said, I did want to touch on a couple things. One, the dart is beast. I might start using it regularly. My score streaks in these matches were on the low end, because I think it was the daily challenge yesterday or the day before was get 5 kills with score streaks. And normally, in an average match, I'll get probably between, I don't know, 10 and 15, 20 kills with streaks, just normally. But my luck was horrible the other day. I kept dying to stupid stuff non-stop, and my luck was just terrible. I'd come around the corner and there'd be a guy standing there, you know, corner camping, or you know, I'd pop out of a hallway and somebody else just happens to run up behind me. You know, it's one of those matches where like nothing works out for you. But for me, it just happened to happen over and over and over. So I had a horrible time the other night playing. But this one, it was like almost everything that I did worked out perfectly. You know, obviously, like right there, I got shot in the back, and this guy with the sniper who thinks I have aim assist, he actually gets some really good shots on me, and I don't mind that so much. He's not using a P06, and he's hitting his targets. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, like I could tell here later on, you'll see he keeps taking the same routes, and here's where I bitch about the Ripper. Although the Ripper is so on my mind that instead of saying he was bitching about, what was it, aim assist and shotguns, I said Rippers and shotguns. Because I just hate Rippers so bad. But I kept predicting where he was going to be, and at one point I ducked down at the end of some steps because I knew he was going to come around the corner and shot him. And then I kept throwing grenades over there in that pathway, and he kept running into them, and like he was having the kind of luck in this match that I was having the other night. Although I have to give myself some credit because, again, I was kind of reading his play style and knowing where he was going to go. So, but yeah, as far as the community goes, I've mentioned it lately. One of the main reasons that I don't enjoy this game so much is because the play style that people use, the weapons people use, you know, the way that we treat each other, which I'm guilty of some of that myself. But I kind of feel like, as far as this game and a lot of the more recent ones, it's a supply and demand issue. And I apologize if my voice sounds kind of weird. I'm kind of congested today for whatever reason. Like with supply drops, it's literally a supply and demand situation. If people weren't buying them, they wouldn't exist. I mean, I can personally, guarantee I've never purchased anything but maps in Call of Duty, ever. I've never bought any of the supply drop crap, and honestly, I've stopped buying DLC because on PC it's pointless. It makes me question though, like, how many people actually dislike supply drops? How many people actually, like here, I'm waiting for him. How many people actually don't pay for them? Don't buy them? Because somehow, and it ain't fucking magic, billions of dollars were spent on DLC. How does that just happen if the entire community hates them? I mean, 1 + 2 = 46. The math, it doesn't make sense because these people, the community itself, oh, we hate supply drops, or, we're going to mass downvote Infinite Warfare because it's futuristic and has supply drops, yet people still bought the game and people still buy supply drops. So, I don't know, I know it's frustrating for those of us that don't promote the use of supply drops or purchasing crap, and it's also frustrating to watch some of the larger YouTubers, even the ones that I watch on a regular basis, spend money on supply drops so they can get the new weapons. And the reasoning is usually, well, I want to have the weapons for my, series where I get a nuke with every gun, or, I know the fans want to see new weapons. Well, look, I guess you could consider me a fan. I like a lot of these people's, these YouTubers' content. I'm not going to stop watching you because you don't bend over and take it from Activision to try and earn one of the weapons that they have locked behind a freaking paywall and a luck wall. If you end up, we'll say Nate Gibson for instance, if he ends up getting a nuke with all the regular base weapons, but doesn't ever unlock a single DLC gun and or get a nuke with them, I don't care. And if somebody that watches you regularly is that concerned about that, then fuck them, dude. Let them walk. Because they obviously don't give a shit enough about you and what you want to do to care about, for you to care about them being a subscriber or follower or whatever you want to call it. So that's kind of how I feel about it. I mean, if people want to buy supply drops, I mean, that's up to them. And I hate to be the kind of person that's like, how dare you choose to do what you want to do with your own freaking money. But at the same time, it also has to be considered that the things that the people that can afford it choose to do with their money, it affects the entire community. It affects all of us. And I can't imagine that it's just a handful of very wealthy people that are buying these supply drops. Not to reach the numbers, the sales and figures that this game and others like it have met. I mean, there's too many people. There's a lot of people buying supply drops apparently. So I don't know what the cure is for this epidemic, because again, the players are asking for it. Activision's supplying it. I'd be interested in knowing what the exact, ratio of players buying them versus not would be. Not that it would necessarily make a difference in the grand scheme of things, but it would be nice having some transparency in the community. That way, the players would know where to point the finger of blame. And again, I don't give Treyarch or any of the developers a free pass, because if they were really as concerned over the decisions they were making as they pretend to be, then they would make a difference. Like I said before, Infinite Warfare offers players different ways to earn weapons, the better weapons in the game, and I've earned all the better weapons in that game just by playing. And you also, for whatever reason, you have a better chance of getting weapons in the supply drops as well. So I don't know. The community just I don't know. I can't really include myself in this because I don't do anything that I'm aware of that would promote Hacktivision to keep doing the things that they're doing. All I do is gripe about it. So as a community, the players are going to have to change for the game to change. You know, if every one of the millions and millions of COD players were to gripe and say, look, we want a new engine, like now, or we're not going to buy your games, or, you know, supply drops need to go bye-bye. We don't want them. Fuck you and fuck off. If every single member, or 90%, 75%, if they felt it in their wallets and their emails were flooded with people like, dude, you need to change your shit, I feel like they'd have to, because again, supply and demand. Businesses do what the consumers require of them to make money. So, yeah, anyway. That being said, this match I should have had a nuke, I think. At one point I had like a 28 KD. And I don't remember exactly how I died, but I know that there was a couple spots when I watched back the footage in theater mode where I'd see a player that killed me beforehand, and I didn't see them live. Ooh, water bug. I didn't see them live when I was actually playing. And I think we all do that. I think you go back and watch footage and it's like, oh my god, I didn't see that person. Or I think there was one moment, and I don't remember where it was, so it's kind of pointless talking about it, but there was, I saw like the shadow of someone off to the side and didn't react in time or whatever, but kind of is what it is. But again, could have had a nuke. Didn't, as usual. But anyway, probably I'm probably gonna stop playing this game level 1000, and I'm close to that point now. I think I'm like 20 levels away, 30 maybe. I would have loved to have gotten some of the DLC guns before stopping playing the game. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm saving my crypto keys right now. I have over 100. I haven't done this in a while, but in the past I would save up till I had like, I don't know, 1,000 keys or something, and open a bunch of different crypto crates, supply drops, and see what I could get. And that's pretty much been the only way I've ever been able to earn weapons, unless they had one of those extremely rare weapon contracts where you were guaranteed a garbage weapon. So it's kind of a whatever comes first thing. If I get to level 1000 and use all my keys and don't get any of the new weapons, I'm probably going to stop playing, and I'll go back to playing Black Ops 1, some of the older COD titles, probably some more Infinite Warfare here and there. The only guns that really would keep me playing this would be the Peacekeeper, the PPSH, and probably the HD-40. Which the HD-40, you know, most people say is kind of a pellet gun, doesn't work that great, but I don't know. Those three guns are the ones that I really want to try out. I know that one LMG that refills its own ammo, it's liked by a lot of people. I'm just not a huge LMG user, so that wouldn't keep me playing much either. And I don't go for nukes for every gun, because that would never happen. If I get the PPSH, the Peacekeeper, or the HG-40, I'll keep playing past 1000, but I figure I'm probably going to have like a, you know, a final episode type thing where I show off my crappy stats and look through some stuff, and we try to open the supply drops or whatever and see what I get. But anyway, I will leave it playing from here, and appreciate you guys watching. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Peace.
Demo splash. Profit wasted. Splash.
Hostiles UAV above. All CDP
Requesting redeploy to new hot zone.